Picture this. You're walking back to your car after a long, exhausting day, ready to just head home, kick off your shoes, and relax. But as you get closer, you see it. Yep, that unmistakable little slip of paper trapped under your windshield wiper. A parking ticket. Immediately, that frustration hits, right? You start wondering about all the hoops you're going to have to jump through to pay it off without completely blowing up your busy schedule. Look, we have all been there. It is a terrible, sinking feeling. But don't worry, because in this explainer, I'm going to give you a clear, step-by-step walkthrough to totally resolve your parking ticket woes in Tempe, Arizona, completely online. It's totally valid to be frustrated right now. But instead of letting it ruin your entire week, let's look at this as a kind of bureaucratic hero's journey that we're about to embark on together. By the time we finish this explainer, you are going to have the exact knowledge you need to defeat this ticket swiftly and securely. We're going to save you time, effort, and for sure, a whole lot of unnecessary stress. Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with understanding your ticket, then preparing for payment, navigating the portal, step-by-step payment, troubleshooting and FAQs, and finally, our conclusion and resources. So, Part 1, understanding your ticket, identifying the issuing jurisdiction. Now, before you even think about opening up a web browser to pay your fine, you've got to look really closely at that piece of paper in your hand. Why? Well, Tempe's parking enforcement is basically split into two completely different universes. On one side, you've got City of Tempe tickets. These are issued by the Tempe Police Department or City Parking Enforcement on municipal spaces, and they fall under Chapter 19 of the City Code, which is managed by the municipal court. But on the other side, you've got ASU tickets. If you parked on the Arizona State University campus, you are dealing with ASU Business and Finance. That's a private, non-judicial university enforcement system. Confusing these two overlapping jurisdictions is literally the #1 reason people end up at the wrong payment portal and waste a ton of time. And here's something really important to understand about the tech behind the ticket. If you get cited at, say, 2 p.m. and try to pay it on your phone at 2:05 p.m., you probably won't find your case in the online system at all. It's not a glitch, it's just database propagation delays. The physical citation actually has to be manually or digitally indexed into the Tempe Court Case Information Portal. So if you don't see your ticket online right away, just take a deep breath. Give it a little bit of time to sync up. Moving on to Section 2, preparing for payment, getting your information in order. Doing just a few minutes of prep work here is absolutely crucial to guarantee a smooth transaction. Before you sit down to pay, just gather these essential items. First, make sure you're on a stable internet connection so your payment doesn't mysteriously time out halfway through. Next, grab your vehicle's license plate number and jot down the exact name of the issuing agency we just talked about. But here is the golden key, your citation number. You'll usually find this printed boldly right at the top right or top center of your ticket. You literally cannot open your online case file without it. Pro tip, just take a quick photo of the ticket with your phone so you've got everything organized right there in your camera roll. Section 3, navigating the portal. Choosing the correct online destination. All right, this is where we walk up to the correct digital doorway. Based on the jurisdiction you just identified, you're going to use one of two main portals. For standard City of Tempe tickets, the city's official website will direct you to a third-party processor called Paymentus. But if you have an ASU ticket, you must go directly to the ASU Transportation Account portal. And listen, whatever you do, do not try to use ASU Interactive or cashiering services for parking citations. They just won't accept them. Stick strictly to the ASU parking portal. Once you're actually in the right portal, you've got a lot of flexibility. Both systems accept major credit and debit cards for instant processing, which is super easy. But what if you're someone who prefers to use cash? Actually, the City of Tempe uses this really fantastic service called Pay Near Me. It lets you take a digital barcode generated online and pay with cash up to $1,000 at participating retail locations. Now, traditional cashier's checks and money orders are also totally fine if you want to mail them in, but going online is definitely the most efficient route. Section 4, step-by-step payment, executing the transaction. Okay, so the crucial point is following these 4 exact steps to get this fine officially off your plate. Step 1, identify the jurisdiction from the ticket. Step 2, locate your citation number. Step 3, navigate directly to either Paymentus for the city or the ASU transportation account. You can usually log in as a guest or create an account if you're parking there a lot. And finally, Step 4, enter your ticket details and carefully verify the balance and vehicle info on screen. You absolutely want to double-check your entry here. You definitely don't want to accidentally pay off someone else's fine. Oh, and a quick hands-on tip. Once you hit submit, immediately take a screenshot of that confirmation page and maybe set a quick calendar reminder to check your inbox for the official email receipt. Section 5,
troubleshooting and FAQs, late fees and hardship help.
Look, we all know things don't always go according to plan, right? What happens if you miss a deadline? Or if paying this fine is a genuine financial hardship for you right now? Well, let's take a look at the escalating timeline of an unpaid ticket, using ASU as an example. Day 1, the ticket is issued. If you forget about it, fast forward to day 30, and a $10 late fee is automatically slapped on. Ignore it completely. By day 90, that balance gets sent to a collection agency. This perfectly illustrates how quickly a minor annoyance can turn into a full-blown collections nightmare. Do yourself a favor and set a reminder on your phone the very day you get the ticket.
Also, a quick word of warning for City of Tempe tickets. $25. That is the hefty little fee the city assesses on all return checks or credit card chargebacks. So before you click submit on that portal, just make absolutely sure you have sufficient funds available. Otherwise, you're just adding to the total bill.
But hey, what if you genuinely just do not have the money to pay the full fine today? You should know the City of Tempe has a great safety net in place called the Compliance Assistance Program, or CAP. CAP is specifically designed to help motorists facing financial hardship by creating a customized monthly payment plan. And perhaps the biggest relief here is that entering this program actually pauses any motor vehicle division registration holds, which keeps you legally allowed to drive. Just keep in mind it is absolutely vital that you do not default on that agreement, or else all those holds and collection costs are going to come rushing right back.
If you're interested in that CAP program, or say you run into weird website downtime and need some urgent troubleshooting help with a City of Tempe ticket, just grab your phone and call this number, 480-350-8271. That'll connect you directly to the Tempe Municipal Court. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sometimes speaking to a real human coordinator is just the best way to resolve the tricky stuff.
Section 6. Conclusion and Resources. Your final checklist. All right, we've covered a lot of ground today, and this brilliantly illustrates just how manageable this whole process is once you actually know the rules. Let's do a quick final recap. First, look at your ticket and verify the issuing agency, city or ASU. Second, remember to give the system a little time to sync up your data if it doesn't pop up immediately. Third, route yourself to the correct payment portal based on that agency. And lastly, remember that safety nets like the CAP program are there for you if you're facing financial hardship.
Now, just a quick disclaimer, municipal codes, fine amounts, and portal links can occasionally change. This explainer is based on the best information available at the time of creation, but to ensure absolute accuracy, always verify the current procedures directly with Tempe's official city or university resources.
Navigating parking tickets is nobody's idea of a fun time. But by taking a structured and formed approach, you really can handle it efficiently and just get back to your life. If you found this breakdown helpful, maybe share this explainer with a friend or family member who might be dealing with their own windshield surprise. So gather your info, head to the correct portal, and clear that citation today. But it begs the question, now that you know exactly how complex the back end of parking enforcement really is, how much closer will you be reading those street signs tomorrow? Thanks for learning with me today.